Hey everybody, this is a K98 that I own. It's all broken down. The barrel and the wood actually have matching numbers. Everything else is all different. But I actually recently purchased this rifle, and then I'm gonna just going over it, do a nice clean down, so break it all apart. I know we don't take the sight hood off because then to get the rest of the metal off, I always have problems putting the sight hood on. I always scratch something out, so I like try to leave that on. Don't need to take it off anyway. But I want to put a nice coat of oil on the wood, clean up a little bit, then oil all the metal parts and put it all back together. Now, I know we use tung oil. I use linseed oil sometimes, but the older rifles I use normally tung oil, especially the Grands. I'm going to try this out. It's inland finishing oil for wood stocks. Never used this before. I'm going to try it out. It does have a brown tint to it. It's very light oil. So let's see how it looks. This also helps takes off some of the tarnish and grime on the stock. Any blemishes or anything like that, I like to leave on. To me, it's character of the stock. This thing was produced in '44. I haven't really looked up much about its history yet. If I can, it's going to be my next project. Just getting some of that grime off. It's very light oil, very easy to put on. I'm used to thicker oils, like especially like tung oil. It's very thick. Just bring a little shine to it. Here's the original look. That's be expected with some oils. I'm going to set that aside, let it dry. I work on the metal parts. the bolt apart. Just pushes up a little bit. You spin it. Let me use that piece up there. The piece on the stock, you can push this hole. Yeah, let's get the stock back up here. Be careful, it's under pressure though. I'm just going to spray it all down, clean it up. Oh, it's in good condition. Take the extractor out too, but looks nice and clean. I'm just going to leave it in. Take how you push down, pop it up. Everything looks good. It's all pretty good condition as it is. Spray down some CLP. Got a nice oily rag. And I'm going to clean out. I sprayed CLP inside. I'm going to clean out these toothpicks. The Q-tip things right here. A little carbon in there, not much. It was well taken care of. The only matching numbers are it's just the barrel and the wood. Everything else is all off. Just be expected. This part's firing pins matching. So these three parts matching numbers. But the main part of the barrel, main part of the bolt isn't. It's kind of funny. Make sure this thing is nice and free up. It's got a little spring in there. You can pop it down, turn it over, and pop this out and clean up the spring, but I think it's going to be all good. Looks clean. There's a little bit of oil right here. So you rotate, put on safeties and all that. A little bit of oil on the spring. it back together. There you go. That's your firing pin part of the bolt put back together. Just twist it back on. Do you hear it click and you can't turn any farther. And that's the bolt. Alright, I'm all done with the bolt. I'll put that aside. I just got an oily rag here. Just wipe all the metal parts down. Now for the barrel. It's fairly clean. Sometimes if it's dirty, I'll put patches through it and all that. But like I said, this thing was well kept. I'm just going to spray some CLP down it. This is a boar snake. Spray some CLP at the end of the snake. Real dirty. Let's say I'll put patches through it and I'll run a boar snake. Sometimes I'll run it through a couple times. This is nice and clean. If there's any other markings on it, there's a DOT factory, 1944. There's an EJ on here. So you got the barrel number. And like a shield symbol. With a I think it looks like a 13 in it, and EJ. I'll have to look that up. time to put it back together. Yeah, the buttstock on. The nice old wood screws. I put the trigger guard on. Give the barrel one more wipe, especially underneath where the wood is. When I hold it, I'm going to hold it where I can get to it again, metal-wise. But I don't want to leave any oils from my fingers on it. Just take a quick look at the trigger mechanism. It looks good and clean. I'll drop the oil right where the hinge is. I'll drop that in. Now you got your keeper screw, smaller screw, longer screw, another keeper screw. Smaller screw goes up the front. The bigger one goes in the back behind the trigger. And you put your keeper in there. Same with this one. Have your forearm piece. Slide that in. Slide the ring up. And always remember your loop for your strap. So where this spring is, it's always on the other side. I guess if you're left-handed or right-handed, depends on what handed you are. You can always change that up. A little metal spring here. And slide this down. tight. There's tight coming off. This thing is really on tight. There you go. Give the metal another weight down. Alright, let's put the spring in the follower in. Magazine spring. Got a little lip right here. Just pop that down. And what I always do, then with the lip still attached, I just pull it forward until you feel it drop. There's a spring right, like you got to compress down this button with a spring. And then when you push that down, you pull it forward, it locks in. On the lug bolts, I always put grease on there. Always put a little bit of grease wherever you see a little wear of metal. Just gotta make sure your extractor is nice. You put a little bit of oil in there, but not much. You really want to keep oil away from your firing pin. And I put a little bit of grease around that lip where how you activate your firing pin. A little shelf. That's it. Okay, you might see a little wear and tear right here on the, what you call the rail. A little grease on there too. Not much. There you go. Now, right now, you guys tension on your spring. Firing pin's back. I don't like leaving them like that. Normally, you just open it up, close it back, and if you compress the spring, compress your trigger, or you're pulling down your bolt, and your firing pin will just drop. Now you got no pressure on your, you got no tension on that thing. That's basically it. Wipe the wood down a little bit more with this oily side of the rag. Got the cleaning rod. Here's a nice little cleanup of a very already clean K98. So I'm going to just add another thing to add to my collection. That's a quick video of me just cleaning up my K98. It's very clean as it was. Ready for storage. Alright, thanks for watching.